House. Wow. Just waiting, huh? That's what's up. Let me turn off my notification thingy there. All right. I was going to do a video. Look like we had some technical difficulties. I hope it's fixed. I hope we fixed. Y'all hang in there. Let me know if y'all can hear me okay. Uh, somebody chime in, say something so I know everything's cool. Cool in the game. I see Miss E is here. 857. It's saying there's 7 people on here. Y'all kind of chime in and let me know if you in here so I can know what's going on. And we can move on out from there. Got an interesting topic today. A couple of topics. Topics out the box thinkers. Let me see what's going on with this chat stuff here. Live miss super chat. Let's see. You know, I put it on super chat, but I don't know what that means. Like, can everybody still hear me or can everybody still chat? Live. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we is. Miss E, she can hear me. Mia K, what's up? Dang, I didn't plan on it being so warm out here. Lovey Love and Angela's auntie, Franklin, Giles, the Virginia Bushcraft. What's up? What's up? Okay, Anthony, got me loud and clear. That's what's going on. I'm going to try to let a couple of more folks pop on here real quick before we get started. But I think it's pretty interesting what I'm going to talk about. I was excited about it myself, so I don't know. You'll know how I think. If it ain't too exciting for you, that's your problem. You know, I'm going to just do what I did. So I'm going to just keep it moving. I was going to do my live somewhere else, but that didn't work out this morning because my signal's been acting up. And so just had to do it from where I'm at right here. Will H in the house. Q-Tel. I think that's how you say it. What's up? Who else going to see if we can get about 10 more folk up in here. And then we're going to get started. If we don't, we're going to get started. It ain't going to really matter. So, you know what? Y'all might, let me turn on this truck here. Let me get some AC going. I know that sound a little non-woodsy. But instead of me sweating on camera, you know, while my car it still works. So I'm going ahead and turn on some AC. If y'all hear any feedback or anything, because I got the truck running, let me know. Let me see, anybody else in here? Got 22 folks in here. Please hit the, oh yeah, that's right. Please hit the like button while you're here. Get those likes up. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Kind of got me looking kind of Barney Fife-ish today. Maybe I'll just take this off. Hang on. All right, there we go. Y'all gonna have to look at the hair because I just took the hat off, so that's on you. You know what I'm saying? Major do not care. Don't care. All right. Let's see. Rick Rock. Do you think Thursday red and black color flash was a signal? Do the useful idiot glow? Okay, we'll get into that in a minute. Rick, remind me because I don't want to get off topic. There's IB Music in the house. IB Music Dungeon Studio in the house. Yeah, appreciate the sub. Y'all keep subbing. And my other channel is Major Experience TV. Go sub that channel too if you haven't. Sub that channel. Yo, I'm looking little. Let me get this stuff situated here. Makeup artist didn't show up this morning. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever. My sound is going in and out. Okay. So what I think I'm going to do then, I'm going to have to move to a different location. So let me do that real quick since my sound is going in and out. Hold up. That's the beautiful part about doing a live. It's live. No editing. Throw the brand back on. Let's move to a different spot, y'all. Come on. Y'all can come with me. Let's see here. I'm going to see if this gets better as I'm moving. Y'all let me know. Got me looking like Houdini right now. You look, always got the brim on. All right, let's see if this will work, y'all. Sound is A1 at this end. Okay, okay. Well, let me see if I can get in a better spot for y'all. Y'all just gonna have to deal with whatever you see, because I did not plan to be up at this spot. So I'm gonna attempt to put this on to hold my phone so we can talk. So y'all just have to bear with me. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Y'all cool where y'all at? Y'all ain't nobody blowing a fuse yet, are you? Y'all just chilling, like, not like a villain, but you know, it rhymes. Y'all just chilling, right? I mean, ain't nobody spaced out or nothing. Y'all still cool, right? Let's see. All right, hold tight, y'all. All right. All right. Let's see what's going on. You got me? Still going in and out on your end. IB Music says it sounds good on this end. Hey, anybody else, can you give me some feedback on if the sound is cutting in or out? Let me know if the sound's cutting in or out. I need to know. So you can make some adjustments. I'm not going to get started till y'all kind of, Miss E said it's still going in and out. Mia K says, I hear you just fine. Your sound is good. Hey, Miss E, I wonder if it's on your end some kind of way. You think you can go out and then come back into the chat maybe and see if that works? Because it looks like, yeah, everybody's hearing everything just fine. So maybe go out and then come back in. I'm going to try to wait on Miss E. She's our moderator, y'all. So shout out to Miss E. And then C. Marie, if she jumps on here, both of them are the moderators. So if y'all start acting up, they're going to get with you. Pull your card. You know, they got street cred on this channel. So when they pull your card, I can't do nothing for you. Can't do nothing for you, man. All right. Everybody saying it's good. All right. Dope, dope, dope. Yeah. Yeah, Miss E, go ahead and refresh your device or something, then come back. Angela said, going in and out. Okay, come right back. I'm going to wait for you, Miss E. Your sound is, yeah, you know, guys, it might be some stuff popping in the atmosphere in your neck of the woods and they ain't reached mine yet, because you got to remember, like, who just said that? Solar flares. Okay, Rick Rack talked about the solar flares. You know, I got that in my survival checklist when I wrote that back in 2012. I put the information on that checklist about the solar flares and what could be probable, so on and so forth. So that's good look, Rick Rack. It could be the solar flares playing on okay, Miss E. Miss E's back. I think she's good. It's better now. Okay. Yeah, but y'all just keep in mind, technology is only as good as if it's working. Okay? It's never, I got some on my glass. I guess it's always been there. I just noticed it. When you don't see that good and you're over 50, you kind of recognize stuff later sometimes. Like, oh, I didn't know that was there. I didn't know I had a second nose. Okay, dang. But anyway, yeah, technology is good as long as it's working. If it ain't no good. So what you gotta keep in mind is that things are going on with this hot sun right now. The sun is so hot. I don't know if y'all know, but if you think your temperature in the atmosphere is, say, 100 degrees, if you point a device at like a laser thermometer at the sun and get that temperature, that's a whole nother topic right there. So the sun is hotter than it ever has been. Y'all just need to know this wasn't a discussion about the sun, but I was just kind of going into the solar flare thing. They're popping off up there. The sun's always popping off something. So whether you know what's happening or not, you know, your technology could be interrupted at any time, and it don't have nothing to do with some dark forces out there or something. Nah, this is just one of the cycles of the planet, man. The cycles of the universe, if that's what it's really called. This is just one of the cycles, and every so many 25,550 something years, the sun goes through its cycle, and then it boots up, it goes down, it's intermediate, and then it's got its cycle of burn up. You know, it's got all these different cycles. So if you start researching cycles you will start to see and processes. That's what we're gonna get into a little bit of today. Some processing, um, some tools that are in nature that show you how things work. That's why I titled the live, um, uh, "Prep like an ant, don't move like one." Okay, because we're gonna get into some of that stuff real quick. Um, but before I do, let me finish with the sun thing. So the sun has its. You can't find this information in most. You can find it actually in most religious texts, but it doesn't spell it out for you. You know, it doesn't just say, "Yo, this is the time the sun is the hottest. The Son of God has risen," or the sun is this, that, or the other. You know what I'm saying? So this is one of those times that the sun is at its highest apex, as far as energy is concerned. I'm sure it could go higher, but we're in our lifetime we're going to see some things happen regarding, you know, the position of the sun, and the cycle that it's in, and how that will have an effect on mankind and nature and so on and so forth. That's just the way it is. It's always been like that. It's always going to be like that. So nothing to really be so fearful of anymore. You know, you just keep living your life every day, doing what you need to do and doing what you want, and you're working on doing what you want to do so that you gain all the experiences that you came here to get, minus all the spider webs and the locations where people are trying to stop you from moving, stop you from getting to your place where you're supposed to be. Um, you know, once you get out of the box thinking moving, then you'll see what I'm saying about um, being able to dodge a lot of these spider webs that are out there. So anyway, let me get into the topic. Since we got 58 people here, hey, y'all know the routine. Go on and hit the likes, because if we got 60 people up in here, we need them 24 thumbs ups to be at 60. That's how we do it. And make sure you guys come back to this live, right? Come back to it after it posts and post some more comments. I know it's hard nowadays to get that thumb to move another movement over here and click this button and click that, so you can come back to this video. I know people got stuff to do, but yo, if you appreciate the topics or the information, come back and drop some comments, because like I said, other people are learning even from y'all's comments. It's not just about me getting accolades for saying something everybody thinks sounds groovy. You know what I'm saying? Nah. It's about energy reciprocating and continue to reciprocate positively, so that other people can get that energy. And that's what we're about to get up into that. We're going to talk about these ants, and we're going to talk about some other insects in nature that maybe me and you haven't watched or looked at enough, so that we can gain the upper hand on what's being dealt to us right now. See, all the information that we need is in nature. It's already there. We looking everywhere else. We looking at Anthony Robbins. We looking, well, when Zig Ziglar was alive, we trying to go to his conferences and learn how to do this and do that. We trying to go to, what's his name? The cat that does the real estate thing. I forget his name, but Cordone, whatever his last name. His last name is Cordone. You know, we trying to get this information on all this other stuff, and at the same time, we parked in nature and ain't got no information about the real stuff we need to be looking at. So, for example, my topic, you know, prep like an ant, don't move like one. Before I get into that about the ants, let's talk about like the spider. Let's talk about the spider. And y'all might hear a little background noise because a 4-year-old just woke up. So I'm gonna try to do this as you know, eloquently as I can. But hey, honey, but you know, so let me do this live, okay? You can say hi real quick, and then I'm gonna finish because I gotta talk about the spider. Say hi.
Hi, I got it.
Say I just woke up, y'all.
I just woke up. I'm going to play outside later.
Okay, all right. Let me talk about this, and then I'll get you in a minute, okay? All right, love you.
Yeah.
All right, can you give me some water? A cup of water? High five. Awesome, thank you. No, don't take those. Okay.
I'm going to put that back on the hand.
Okay. All right, y'all. So we on the live. We major on the live. So anything subject to happen, That's my disclaimer. Okay. Okay. Go hang that up for me. Thank you. Anything can happen while we're doing this. So there it is. Okay. The spiders. What we're going to get into with the spiders is, I don't know. A lot of people are afraid of spiders. I don't like snakes, but I respect snakes. But as I'm getting older, I'm learning more and more. And what I realize is that we don't look at nature giving us these lessons. We've been programmed and trained to kill the message. We've been trained to, oh, that's a bug, kill it, step on it, right? Well, y'all know bugs are energy too. That's nature too, right? Like, you kind of parked your house in nature and then expect nature not to come in your house. I used to as well. Now I kind of look at it like, okay, kind of didn't know you were coming by, Mr. Bug, and didn't set no plates for you or nothing. So how about I just let you go on back outside? I'll scoop it up with a cup and put it outside, right? Because now I'm learning I don't want to cancel out energy that could be positive. Now, most of us have been trained that bugs are negative, like we have to kill them. We have to step on them. We got to do this. They ain't got no feelings, blah, blah, blah. But you got to realize that nature is energy. That's the earth's energy. And anything that lives in nature has that same signature, has that same frequency, has that same calibration. So you got to really realize that even the smallest particle of energy is valuable and has a high value.
Mommy, catch a bug.
And so what you got to do is start to realize while you're walking through the day and while you're doing what you're doing, put those keys up, honey. Make sure that you're aware of this stuff. Let me show you how and what I'm talking about as far as being aware of that type of energy and those types of things that are in nature. Okay. If you, like I said, we're scared of bugs and creepy things and spiders and all this, that, and the other, but we're actually got parked in nature turf. You built your house out in the woods, right? Out, I'm in the woods now, but I've got some traffic noise up front. But we put the house, or we bought a house in the woods out here in the sticks, right, with a lot of trees and stuff around, and we act like the mosquitoes ain't supposed to bite and the bugs ain't supposed to try to get in your house. Now, it's not like, they go out of their way to say, yo, let's break up in Major's crib and steal his stuff. They just doing what they do. They do what they program to do. But they program from the earth. They program with certain things that they know how to do, process. That's what we're going to talk about. So like a spider, for example, had you ever thought about how intricate a spider's skill sets are? Have you seen them big? I forget what kind they are. They're the big spiders. They got green and yellow and fluorescent looking colors on them. And they make them big old webs with all the little intricate design going down the middle. Like they strengthen it up. Have you seen that before? Well, if you go take the time and just analyze that web and analyze the spider, you'll find out real quick if you've got out of the box thinking started, or if you've started on that journey where you're getting out of the box, right? Out of the mundane day to day, clock in at this time, punch out at that time, go eat lunch at this time. If you starting to get out of that arena in your mind, you'll be able to go in nature, look at a spider web. You don't even have to go out in nature, just go around your house and see how intricate the design is. I mean, these spiders literally, and here's the lesson to learn inside of the nature that I'm talking about. This is the whole point. I'm not just talking about spiders just to say how cool I think they are, or snakes or this, that, or the other, because we're going to end up talking about the ant and how not to move like one, but how to prep like one. So the spiders, they string something from midair. They build from the top down. Mankind has to build from the bottom up. If you think about that, that's incredible in itself. I don't know the lesson in that yet, but the lesson's coming. Hang on. So, you see this spider web. It done put it together. What's the first thing a human does? Oh my goodness, that's a big spider web. And they take a broomstick and try to knock it down, right? You're probably guilty of that too. I don't do that no more. It's too much valuable information there for me to destroy something like that, just because I don't understand something. So I look at the spider web, right? I see how intricate it is. I'm watching the spider weave this, and I'm going, wow, what processes took place before the spider started doing this? So you know a spider. Now I'm not in the mind of a spider, but I can imagine it's probably like this. The spider's like a recon agent. They got to go recon. Yo, they don't just put their web anywhere. You think they just, oh, I'm gonna put it here, I'm gonna put it there? Nah. The spider's like, let's see. What's the humidity? What's the barometer readings? Altitude, longitude, latitude, temperature, which way is the sun positioning? The magnetic field is this way, so I'm gonna put it. They're doing all these calculations on their recon before they put that web up. You know why? Because the web has a certain purpose. Now, mankind has developed a bunch of webs off the design of the spider web to get us stuck in a whole bunch of processes that we can't get out of, or take a long time to get out of too. So there's a lesson inside the lesson. Some webs are good for learning. A lot of webs are bad because they'll get you trapped and you can't get out. And then the big spider comes and bites you, poisons you, make you a zombie in it, and then you're just there. You're just stuck in the web forever. So we don't want to be that. So we're learning these lessons off of nature by looking at things out of the box. You can't look at the spider web and be in the box thinking and get a lesson out of it. It just doesn't work, because you're just going to knock the spider web down, kill it, and then think you won the battle or something. So I'm looking at that spider web. He's weaving it intricately. Each little section looks like it's been meticulously measured. I bet you if you hold a ruler up, and the other thing I noticed on the spider web, the design of it, it's like sacred geometry. It's literally some hexahedron, or it's some type of sacred geometry patterns that they putting in this thing. So I'm sure there's some way to read this like it's a hieroglyph on the side of the pyramids or something. But I don't know if anybody's taking the time to decipher this stuff. But what that's telling me is that there are processes within processes, and the whole goal of the spider web wasn't to provide the spider with shelter. It wasn't to provide the spider with luxury living accommodations. It's set there for one thing and one thing only, so the spider can survive. One is security, is being off the ground. Two, the web that it weaves is not only a place to hang out and collect water, because when the raindrops hit the spider web, if you see it, you'll see the drops are still sitting there. So you got his water collection popping. Then anything that flies by there, and trust me, the spiders don't just put their web up and say, I hope I get something. They're putting it in a place where they know they're going to get something. So there's another learning curve. They put their process in the place where they know they're going to get some result, tangible results, not just kind of mediocre. Nah, I'm getting it. It's like they put it there through knowing. The other thing is, when these spiders do that, you see they maybe start that night with the web, and by in the morning time, you got a giant spider web, and you're like, yo, where'd that come from? Yeah, he popped it out that night, or she. I don't know how you tell a spider he or she till the eggs come, but let's just be fair. He, she, he. I don't want nobody mad at me. You didn't say it's female spiders major. Okay, female. It's probably more female spiders than males, because them spiders are not lazy. They work. Okay, they work first, then chill. So, got this intricate web going on. The spider got some stuff popping, and they put that up overnight like that, right? In an all-out effort to catch. So this is something I learned from it is, if you're looking at nature, if you're the person who's on the fence and you want to start your own business, let's say, here's a perfect example. And you spending the last 3 or 4 years researching, putting stuff together, still working your day job, but really aspire to do this business or start this or that, but you still over here trying to make sure you got all the information. Yo, I'm like a spider. I'll get the information and put it to flight, and that thing's working. If it don't work, eventually, just like the spider, I'll jet and start another web. Go more successful, put in another, but I start. Because nothing takes flight until you start it. Nothing works until you put some energy moving forward in it. Okay, so that spider can, I'm telling you, pick a nice day, man, go out and look at that intricate spider web and just like meditate on it, like what's going on. And you'll actually learn some things about life through nature, through a spider web. So that wasn't the whole, and my spider game is not, 100. Like, I'm not a spiderologist or whatever that, I mean, if there's such a word, spiderology. If not, I just created it. We'll put that in Major's Dictionary of Sacred Geometry, Ghetto Thuggish Wording category. I don't know, but spiderology. I'm sure there's another, I forget how they pronounce it for spider. Spider. I'm gonna just say, look, spiderology, because I'm from the streets originally, so just ebonics and stuff. I'll just make up my own words like E40. Spiderology. I'm a spiderologist. Yeah. Melanated people be like, I'm a spiderologist. Caucasian people will call it a different name, but we'll say something spidery, Spider-Man-ish, something like that. But anyway, a little funny on Sunday. Throwback Sunday without the throwback. It's just Sunday this morning. We don't like to use the word mourning because we don't want to mourn. For the regular folks, mourning for the people out of the box today. It is today. You know what I'm saying? But those are some processes you can learn from nature. That's what they say. Get into nature. You don't have to go in the woods and sit down somewhere, but that's cool too. That's dope too. Sometimes just stand on your grass in your front yard, backyard, your apartment, wherever you got some nice green grass, something growing, vibrantly growing, and stand there with your bare feet and meditate. That's going into nature. You actually can start seeing some of this stuff easier as you walk through these experiences, because y'all know this is an experience we're in, right? Your spirit, your soul, your higher mind, that's all the same thing. So the connection is in nature. It's not out of nature. Let me break into my antology. See, now I got another term, antology, to get into this ants and how to prep like one, how not to walk. I'm going to break into a little lesson about these ants. Y'all need to get those likes up or I'm not going to continue. It's only 49 thumbs ups and we got 75 people in here. Y'all got it. I don't care if one person thumbs up 30 more times. Whatever we got to do, let's get that up, y'all. Come on now. I got to keep y'all right here with me. So y'all got to put some energy into this too. How do you do it? Thumbs up. Your thumb should be like bruised by the time we get done with this video. Thumbs up, Major. Thumbs up. All right. So you ever had a thumb bruise? Well, operating these phones all day, you probably can bruise your thumb. That was something 10 years ago, 20 years ago wouldn't be the case, but now it's the case. And y'all, don't be so surprised about what's going on all over the world. Like, please, you got to take a breath. Not a breath. A breath with an F. Take a breath. Relax. Be there that moment. Enjoy that moment. And then keep that process clocking. Keep it moving like that. Because all this stuff that's going on, we're going to get to the antology thing in just a minute. All this stuff that's going on is making sure that you can't connect to nature. Making sure you can't connect to the true source of things. Making sure that you can't see past what they done laid out for us to see. That's the whole point of control tactics, is to make sure not only people do what we say, they see what we say and they think what we say when we don't even tell them. That's the ultimate control tool. Is like, they do what I say and what I want them to do, even though they think they're doing what they want to do. So, turn that AC up. I turned it on in the truck. Oh, I like AC though. I'm not going to lie. I enjoy being an AC. I even said one time, they got me with this. They got me with this, y'all. I even said one time, if I just had only a tent to live in, I had the only tent on the block with an AC stuck on it. Cause I enjoy being cool. You know, I don't like being hot and sweaty, and I don't like being freezing cold and shivering. So the balance would be, yeah, balance somewhere. But if you don't have it, you got to do what you got to do. You got to be conditioned both ways. AC, no AC. Got water, ain't got no water. And still thrive in that and still keep moving in that because it's all right here. But anyway, let's get back into the antology thing because this is the headline topic right here. So, prep like an ant, don't move like one. Okay. Like Ludacris said, when I move, you move. Just like that. Y'all know that song. Okay. Some of y'all know that song. But look, ants, yo, another engineered, spectacular creature out there. Man, them jokers right there can do some work. Ants have one downfall. All they do is work. I ain't never seen an ant party. I seen some squirrels playing, running around chasing each other. You see chickens chasing each other. They got something to do other than work, but ants just work. They like little bots. The astonishing thing about the ant you can learn is that they put it down. When it's time to work, it's time to work. Okay, I don't know when ants sleep, if they got little ant beds or if they ever stop moving. I don't know what they do. I know I've seen an ant carry something look like 10 times its size and 10 times its weight. That's pretty dope. And I've seen the order of ants, the rank and file, the command control structure of ants. So because I'm an antologist, you know, I made that up. Because I'm an antologist, I watch them. You know, I'm trying to learn what's the lesson here. And I learned that you need to have some moves like an ant, but then you need to not have some moves like an ant. Here's what I mean. Going back to nature again, you can apply all of this stuff I'm talking about. You can apply it directly to processes in life and use this stuff because I'm using it right now and it works. So I'm not just saying all this just to be saying. I'm saying it because it really means something or should mean something if you're starting to get out of the box. If you're still in the box, you probably ain't still listening to this live. So I think I got all the out of the box people right here. So if you're out the box and you're feeling real nice, wave your hands in the air. Oh, I can't see you, but y'all can see me. But you know what I'm saying? Put a comment on there. I'm out of the box, Major. We're out of this box. So, or get your lighter out like you at a concert and wave it in the air. You know what I'm saying? So the ant, they work nonstop. They got recon ants. You got militant looking, army looking ant. You got the security ant. You got the worker ant. You got the communication ant. You'll see one ant outside the row walking around touching antennas with the other ants like, yeah, you got the job down? Yo, make sure you on time. Yo, do this. Lunch is at 12. So on and so forth. You got that little ant walking back and forth. Then you got, of course, the queen mother. She's up in there chilling. You got the other ants that take care of the eggs. Y'all seen them if you knock the top of the the ant mound over, right? You'll see all of the eggs right there, and all the ants start running to protect the eggs and move them or do something different with them, take them from. But just know within that mound, the real structure is underground. They probably got those eggs so close to the surface or close enough to the surface so they can get heat because they got to stay warm, just like chicken eggs got to be warm so they can hatch, right? So if you start understanding what the heck these ants is really doing, this is a systematic government going on a little dirt mound in your front yard, times hundreds or thousands of them. They got entire countries of ants with a superstructure of communication, technology, and command control going on all the time. It's really amazing to look at. So things in nature have been duplicated and are now in play in your everyday life based off of nature. So if you see where it's coming from, you got somewhere to go back to start doing your research, some point of origin to go align yourself with and then come forward. Unfortunately, for most of us, just about all of us, unless we grew up literally in Tasmanian jungle somewhere, You know what I'm saying? We've been hit by a smooth criminal. Michael Jackson song. You've been hit by a smooth criminal. Yep. We've been all hit and programmed to this is the process. This is the way it's supposed to be. This is how you do it. This is what you aspire to. This is the ant is doing something totally different, off off system, ain't got nothing to do with when the world's ending here. They ain't nothing different. The only time the ants world is ending is when your lawnmower go over the top of their mound. Now that's the one thing I would say about an ant. When they do their recon, they don't have the capacity to think. Last week the other ant colony next door, they got hit by that lawnmower. So after a rain, you'll see ant mounds everywhere. They don't have that kind of thinking. But their design is wherever they're at, they do their process and they do it as a group. It's like a tribe of ants. Ants are in tribal mode 24/7. So the biggest thing you want to recognize with the ant or and looking at antology, the biggest thing you want to recognize is if you don't have a group or a tribe to be with, you can't really do like an ant. But you can take pieces of what ants do and parlay that into what you do every day. So ants always recon. They go check out stuff. You'll see one little ant right on your counter. You'll be like, where'd that ant come from? Then if something's still left out, some sugar, something from some food or something, come back that night. Everybody will be there. It wasn't because everybody found it. That one ant found it and went back and told everybody else, yo, dinner for the winter is right here. We need to go get this. All right. And then they start putting everybody together. They got squadrons and they got battalions. They start, earmarking who's going to do what, who's going to go in hot, it's like a SWAT movie on their end, right? And they go in and take care of that. There's so much intricate information in watching ants. It's amazing. So prep like an ant. Yeah, when the getting's good, go on and get it. Stack some up, but not stacking up for 50 years out. No, we need to stack up because it's going to get cold or the season's about to change, weather's about to change. So that's why I'm stacking up, right? Because I already know from looking at nature, seasons change. This is just simple as it is. You're going to have your rainy season, can't grow nothing. You might have your hot season, can't grow nothing. So in between here and there, you better have something or you ain't going to have nothing. It's just that easy. That's what the ants doing. Well, in between here and there, when we can't go outside and find something right away, we got something down here downstairs. That's all it is. The one thing you don't want to do like an ant is this. If you notice, this is the highlight of the conversation regarding antology, the topic I made up, antology, the word. Maybe somebody go Google that and see if there's such a word as antology. I don't know. Maybe I didn't come up with nothing. I'm just, But anyway, the one thing I noticed that's bad about the ants is this, as far as a life lesson is concerned. They have to follow that command structure, just like military. They in a row. And if you break the row of ants, the other ants on either side of where you break it, they won't know what to do. You see them, they stop, they confused, they don't know which way to go. They could climb over the thing that you just blocked it with, but they don't. They stop, they get confused, they don't know, they scatter, they start going goofy until some other ant comes along and then tells them. That communication ant will come by and start rubbing antennas like, yo, stupid, just go around. Why are you still here? Go around the obstacle and keep it moving. Then they'll do it. That's the part we don't want to do. We don't want to move like an ant like that. We don't want to be following this system and so programmed by it that when somebody says fire, we get up and run with everybody else. That's being like an ant. When somebody says fire, you want to sit there for a hot second and say, where's the fire? And then I'm going to run the other way because the crowd is going to run where the crowd runs because they programmed to just run without thinking. This is how we don't want to be like the ant. You actually, if you're trying to prep, you probably want to be like a roach. Roach is the only animal, they can withstand nuclear explosions and radiation. Everything else will be dead, but a roach will still come up out of there and be, yo, what's good? Be like, what's good? Oh, I guess nothing. Everybody gone. So they just keep it moving. But that's what I want to break out about nature, man, is one, don't kill it if you don't have to. I mean, yeah, some of these insects got a bite on them. That's the only defense system they got. I will never, 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 never get the understanding or overstanding or any kind of standing on mosquitoes, though. That's the one thing I just don't get. Like, all they do is suck something's blood and then come stick you with the same blood and try to put it in you and suck your blood. What is the point behind that? Now, I'm sure there's a point somewhere, but I haven't studied mosquitoes long enough to get a lesson out of them. So they kind of still on my hit list because they like inflicting, you know, uh, they inflicting damage on you. You're not even messing with, like, a spider don't just jump on you and bite you. Um, Looks like mosquitoes' only goal is to inflict some type of pain, injury, disease. That's pretty flagrant. That's a flagrant foul in my book. But so I'm not really, you know, I still haven't gotten past that part. Like, if a mosquito's on me and it's trying to suck some blood from me, yeah, I tend to whop. It's a wrap, Mr. Mosquito. I hope that is bad energy. I hope it's all bad energy. It's energy, but it to me that one's bad. But anyway, outside of mosquitoes, yeah, I'm Jimbo. You about as right. You about right with that one. You about right with that one for sure. I wasn't thinking about that, but I just saw the comment. You right. Um, he's just a front man anyway. Uh, any of them that show their face are front men, front women. So any of those, elite, so-called elite, they just, like I said in another live, it wouldn't surprise me if the top person at the top of the food chain and this elite thing is this tone, because the biggest deception would be to make you think it's another one and then give them the look of they got it all. Come on, man. They go deep with this. This is not no surface level stuff right here when you're dealing with this stuff. Any elite individual that says they elite, that show themselves on videos or TV or news and this and that they gonna do this and that, they not nowhere near the top. Nowhere. They might be near the top of the surface program, but they not the top. So just know that there's a world of deception, um, a world of deception in this spot we in. But then also remember, while that's all going on, you don't have to live in that. You don't have to be fully wrapped up in that. You can kind of check it out, see what's going on, but don't stay parked on that one-way dead-end street. That's why I'm trying to get a helicopter. If I end up on a one-way dead-end street, I'm major going up, elevator up, I'm out of there. I ain't trying to stay parked. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep it moving. That's why I was going to, a lot of channels, YouTube channels, they talk about a specific thing, and that's good. They focus on that and they get a lot of viewers, but that just shows you how deep the program runs. When you get a channel who jump around on topics like mine, people don't like it. That means they program so bad that they stuck on the exact program that they want you stuck on. They want you to stay over here in this lane and enjoy it. And then sometimes you go over in this lane and enjoy it. But that's as far out the box as you're going to go. So that's why I don't care. I really don't care. I mix my topics up. I'm talking about food one day. I might be talking about prepping. I might be talking about fitness. Isn't life like that? Like every day you do the exact same thing, or does something change and then you got to deal with it? Because I'm going to replica what's going on, not what's happening with other people. With my life, stuff changes every day, and you got to be that chameleon. You got to be that lizard that can change colors and blend in, but still keep it moving. You don't want to be absorbed by all of this stuff and then look just like everybody else. So that's another lesson to learn in nature with the ant. All the ants just about look alike. Can't tell one from the other until a bigger one comes out. That's the only difference is size, but they all look like ants. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing. You supposed to be you. We at the highest end of the food chain. Well, as far as we know, having this body, we at the tops or somewhere getting close to the top. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of stuff we don't know about this body or other bodies or other types of creatures that are, or whatever forms of life there are out there. I'm sure we don't know all of that. But what we do know is that the reality that we're in right now, um, we're in it. I'm talking to you right now. You're listening to me right now. Y'all texting, messages back and forth, so on and so forth. So, uh, whatever period of time we're in, this little piece, that's happening. Uh, we are spiritual beings having physical encounters. So it's kind of hard to deal with. So that being the case, somebody slid up in there and wanted to make sure we could never get back to that spiritual side and arrive at the location you're really supposed to arrive at. That's the steal, kill, and destroy part right there. It's not literally a physical thing. It could be steal, kill, and destroy based on knowledge, information, and reality, real based reality. So this life we call life anyway. Somebody told us that's what it's called in English. It's a lot of fake, real stuff here, real fake stuff here. So you really have to pull back from some of this stuff that's out there in order to get your right energy. Don't try to get what you think is the right energy. No, you got to stop these processes, slow everything down, get rid of some programs in your computer, in your head, delete that stuff. Just like deleting files, man. You can, your system can be corrupted and you can't figure out why things aren't working out for you like you want them to be. Is because there's too much corruption in there. Too many programs running at the same time. There's too many processes going, even though you don't think they're going, and they creating stuff in the real environment around us. This is how they got the upper hand on everybody, is by knowing that that's how this stuff works. And of course, training us to think it works a different way. That's a huge barrier between ever getting, so militarily, when somebody doesn't want you to get to them, or even just security wise, what did they do back in the 1600s when they had the castles and they had all the kingdoms set up like with castles and moats and stuff? They made a moat, the water around the castle. That was a defensive measure so that you can't. Now they knew you could get in there eventually, but this will slow you down. So this is why they design everything in this society, this civil, these words I'm using are all English words that were created by people who somehow got the information, captured it, cut everybody off from it. They knew what they had, and then they spun it back out in their genre using the same information that preceded them by probably 100,000 years. They've been using that for a long time to do what they want to do here. So, they got these moats around all of the information. You can get it, but you're going to have to swim. You're going to have to dig a tunnel under something. You're going to have to you're going to have to do a lot of stuff to get the information. And this is what you got to know. This is what we got to know. So going back to nature, there again, it originated there. All this information I'm talking about, even how to build a castle, how to put the moat around there. Somebody saw that in nature somewhere. You don't just do that. The design of everything has been well thought out. We just see it driving down the road. Oh, that's a nice looking building. Nah, people been thinking like that spider. And the design of things, when they built that structure, things are deeper than what you think they are, but then they're real shallow too, as to what or how you find out how they are. It's only like a couple of pieces that you need to know to find out the ends of the universe, so to speak. But because we've been trained not to process like that, We draw it out for 50, 60 years while we're on the planet, get tired, fall off, stop being interested, leave this life without even knowing the basics. You know what I'm saying? We in books, we in all these different information systems, public school, college, getting your receipt. You know, some people call it a degree, getting that receipt showing you paid. And we got all this stuff going through our mind, man. And really, like the ant, like the spider, it's really some basic technology you would use to build your universe, to have your way working for you the way you want it to. That's what freedom would be, is you're doing what you want to do when you want to do it. It don't have nothing to do with being in a or country structure where they say you got some freedom, because that would be the ultimate trick, is to promote and market freedom. And to some level or some degree, yeah, they give it to you, but with that giving, there's a get part. Everybody, the spider put the web out to catch. You don't put it out so that you can come check out sacred geometry. The spider put it out to catch. Where you stay and where you live in this place or that place, they put something out there to catch you. So the moral of the story is, I don't know, be a spider and catch them. I don't know. But the moral of the story is really look into nature more. I know y'all done heard that before. Study it. What I mean by study, you see a spider web, just look at it for a hot second. Look at it for 5 or 6 minutes. Definitely don't destroy it. Check out. You gonna get other viewpoints, other ideas. I'm just getting you the nuts and bolts of, hey, nature is where it's at. Getting in nature, studying it, seeing the leaves are dropping. Why? Why is it the fall? You know, the fall of what? The fall of the leaves? The fall of mankind? What does it mean? Fall. Why they call it fall? Probably because all the leaves fall now. Something as simple as that. But the whole point is to think through this stuff and then apply it to life so that, one, you can gain the best experience out of this body. You only got this body for this time. You know, people believe in reincarnation and stuff. They believe that, like, you know, I might not be saying this right because I haven't studied it. I just kind of know the boundaries of it a little bit. But so the energy you put out now, you're going to get back when you come back here. And I'm like, okay, that sucks. But it doesn't suck if you're putting out, promoting good energy, right? And if you do a lot of damage to a certain creature, that maybe you come back as, you know, you've seen that stuff, reincarnate, you come back as a butterfly. You come back as a tiger or something. Like, people say, oh, that'd be cool. Nah, you got a demotion if that's the case. Like, you coming back in another hunt or be hunted format, as opposed to more of a free will agent who has an opportunity to go, yo, there's a way out of this. You know, I'm figuring it out. I'm doing it the way I want to do it. See, tigers and lions, they don't sit around thinking like, yo, I'm doing this life how I want to. Now you subjugated to that body that you in. You subjugated to that. What did you do to become a snake, if that's true about reincarnation? What did you do? Dang. What did you do to become a slug? You're a slug now, or a bug on the windshield or something. You must have been doing a lot of dirt. I'm just joking, but you know, if you believe in that would be the case. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna look on here. I'm gonna end right there. I don't know if this made any sense to anybody, or if this helped anybody. I hope something I said did. Y'all can let me know in these comments. I'm gonna go through some of these comments real quick while we got 6 minutes left. That makes us be at 1 hour. I was trying to keep it to 30 minutes, but y'all know I just keep talking like a, I don't know, like a machine sometimes. So let me look on here and see what information y'all got, because y'all be talking up some stuff. Let's see, Rick Rack, if you see 2 fire ant mounds 100 feet apart and you take a shovel, fill it one from each one with summit, and you swap shovels full to the other mounds, they will kill each other off. Oh, I see what you're saying. So he's saying, if you take this tribe of ants and put them over here with this other one and then switch, they will kill each other off. Hey, I'm sure the top of the food chain personalities, families for eons, they've been studying. They've already studied. They don't even have to study no more. They got the playbook on how this stuff works that we think is so intricate and so expansive. These systems we in that they just built in the last, what, 120 years. Come on, man. You really think this kind of stuff, neighborhoods everywhere, this is just talking about America, neighborhoods everywhere, cars everywhere, gas stations everywhere. If I'm on the East Coast and I buy a screw at the hardware store over here on 12th Street, and then I go on the West Coast and go to their 12th Street and buy another screw, I can get the same exact screw. How they coordinate all this stuff over all these years? It ain't been that much time. Like 100 years ago, you say, oh, they was riding horses and buggies. 120 years ago, horses and buggies. So now how are we to this level, this fast? It's pre-planned. King, I ain't gonna even call him a king, but they call him, what's his name? Over there in Belgium, King Leopold of Belgium in the 1700s, like 1760s. You can look it up. I'm not exact on the date, but somewhere in the 17, close to, actually close to the 1800s, King Leopold of Belgium went into Congo in Africa to kill off all the African people, or as many as he could. Killed, they said, estimated 10 million. Okay. So y'all know the Holocaust and all that, all those words they use, all these tragedies and stuff. It's not just been one. There's been many. So he went into Congo and reportedly killed 10 million. But the damage he did to all the other people that were there is still present to this day. Like, they premeditatively do processes to inflict the highest rate of casualties, even if those casualties are living, to keep control over country. So these things are playbook text. This is written down, documented stuff they're doing. It's not like, oh, they just decide, I want some land over there, I'm gonna go take it. No, he went into the Congo. You know why? The Congo was one of the only places in the world that had that much rubber trees. Okay, they just growing everywhere. Now the African people, they weren't using the rubber trees for rubber for tires. But in, what was it, early 1800s, when he went over there, it could have been like 1863. Y'all look it up. King Leopold, Belgium, going into Congo, what year that was. It wasn't that long ago. Went in there to get the rubber trees, right? So now I'm getting off topic. We stopped talking about ants. I done got on a rant with some other stuff, but just sharing some information real quick to show you how fragile, how manufactured this spot is. We in the world right now. So we went in there, got the rubber tree, started killing people. Just, hey, they got ships, they got the musket, they got the guns. They just went over there killing people. Okay. No warning, no shots fired. Just go in with troops all around, start walking in, killing folk. Okay? Just killing them right there on the spot. Not even saying nothing. Just boom. All right. The people that survived, they was cutting off their hands. You see these movies like Blood Diamond, and then you see the African guys mimicking the same processes, mimicking those same processes in the film. So they left hand to right hand, and then they'll chop the hand off. King Leopold originated that and put that principle, that practice into Africa. Okay, so that was to keep you alive, but while you're walking around, everybody would be afraid because they see your hand missing, and they would know who had done that to you all over the Congo, so they wouldn't get out of line. So that's what has been going on with this whole process of the planet or the earth or whatever you want to call this. With all these systems in place, they've been designed way ahead of time, put into play now, and they're operating, and they keep enhancing the operations. That's what's going on all around you at all times. Just that was one example of how do you know that there's going to be an automotive industry or need rubber everywhere in 1800. How do you know that rubber is a commodity that you gonna use or need heavily? They wasn't making rubber bullets. They wasn't trying to make rubber houses or rubber what you drive on your car. Airplane tires are all over the world, rubber everywhere, right? That's because in advance, they already had that idea. Back when you thought it was just horses and buggies moving around, they already had the design down for how the next 100 years was going to be, or the next 200 years was going to be. And then they had to go get the resources to put it in play. That's where all this stuff. So don't think, that's why you got to get out of the box. You got to be able to see this stuff for real, like to really gather what's going on. You got to be able to be out of the box and think ahead of time. Like when you're driving down the road where you live, do you see any 200, 300, 400, 500-year old trees anywhere? Now, if you go to the redwood forest, go to Cali, you'll see them big redwoods. That's what a giant 500-year-old tree, 1,000-year-old tree, 2,000, that's what a giant tree would look like, okay? Where are all the other 500-year-old trees? Now, I'm sure some other locations in America, but I'm talking about predominantly where you live. Did you drive down any street and see a tree big enough that they carved an arch in it? People are driving through it like it's the Golden Gate Bridge entrance or something. Probably not. So, where did all them trees go? How did you ever think about that? Did you ever think outside the box, or do you just think, oh, the trees are just here and yada? Yo, when you fly over my state, you fly into Georgia or Florida, you don't see no big old giant trees. So where do they all go? Why are they just in California? That's the only place I know where you giant redwood trees. But why don't we see trees like that? Who did what with them? And these are the questions you have to go find. You go find the information. There's probably some text out there that will tell you. So the kill, steal, and destroy ain't just about you. It's about the earth. It's about nature. It's about, oh, this is, so the big tree that you think is big is a baby tree in your front yard. Even though it looks big, that's a baby tree. That's a 100-year-old tree. Where are all the 500-year-old trees? Who took them? Where they go? Who cut them down? Why aren't they here? Why you got some over here but none? Well, everywhere else none. It's because it only takes one generation of information going a different direction to trick the rest of the population from there forward. It only takes one generation. Remove this, add this, and you get this. That's where we at. That's where we at, y'all. So, I mean, I hope this just helps you think more, think a little deeper about, because here's what I do. It works for me. I don't know if it'll work for you. You know, I'm into me, my thinking, and if you get something out of it, great. If you don't, maybe it was entertaining. I don't know, but I ask myself questions, and then if you want to say the universe, God, whatever word you want to put in front of there, gave you the information back, it's fine. Do what you do. But when I ask myself a question, I put it in the air, so to speak. Y'all know what I'm saying? Put it in the air. Let's put it in the air. Let's put the energy out there so that you can get it back. Something called the Akashic Records, which is supposed to be, I don't know if it's a place or just it's just in the air or whatever, but where all the minds in the whole world that have ever been, all the information is in one place. And to access it, you have to think like that and know that that's accessible that way. And then when you meditate and try to access this by asking yourself, one of the agents of the Akashic Records, I need to know this, it starts working on the way to send you the information. And that's why when you start thinking on something long enough, it'll come back to you. You'll just, hey, I prayed about this, and next week I got it. I got it. Wow. You access the Akashic Records, and then the information sent you, it sent you what you asked for. So, and this isn't a discussion on who gave it to you, who sent it, God or this entity or Allah or this or that. No, I'm just talking, and I'm bypassing all of that, going straight to the gully. Kevin Hart would say, straight to the gut. Go look up the Akashic records. Go look up ancient Kemetic sciences stuff. That'll get you in the realm of where some of this stuff originated from and then what was taken. Because you can't move forward until you know what your back was. Unless you can figure out where you came from, why you here, what's the purpose. Everything else is just, let's just have fun, and get out of here. There's a reason why you're here. And if that reason is you're supposed to experience the highest level of this location, then you got to get to the bottom of why you're not. That's a whole, I mean, you can have your philosophies and other ideas about why you're here, but everybody knows that you either feel good or you feeling bad. This is just really 2 points. It's hard to feel in between, but you can do that too for a limited time. But eventually something will get to you and you'll go into a tangent about something, or something will make you happy. So really this whole experience seems like, I mean, you be the judge of it. Most people are in an effort only to feel good, or you're getting bad feelings about something. Your body feels bad, you aching, you hurting, or you feel good. It's like two extremes. Of course, the balance in the middle would be great. Kind of just, I'm just enjoying the whole moment now. I'm feeling great all the time. I know I got some bad stuff over here to balance me out so I don't get too stuck over here on stupid. But you know what I'm saying? But really, it's only 2 points. Feeling good or feeling bad. So ain't too much other movement. If you narrow everything down in the system we're in, everybody's doing something to feel good, or you're getting situations that cause you to feel bad, generated by you, of course, but you're getting that. Ain't nobody feel. What other locations are there? I mean, you drive your new car to do what? I'm feeling fresh. Got my AC on to feel good. Got that music bumping. Oh, I like this song right here. You're not getting in your car, turning on the funeral channel. We had 30 deaths this morning. We used the embalming fluid on 29 of those. One of those individuals was cremated. You're not driving down the road excited to listen to the funeral channel. I just kind of created that. I hope they don't start one, but you know what I'm saying? Nobody's jumping in the car like, yo, I just want to feel bad today. Let me turn on that song. I'm going to feel bad today. Everybody trying to feel good, man. So all I'm saying is it's as simple as that. Narrowing all this stuff down to, yeah, Major kind of got a point. I'm either in a search for feeling good, or I'm always trying to fight off feeling bad. And where I'm getting caught at feeling bad, if I analyze it, I can find it and neutralize it and get rid of it and replace it with something and get past that. Only problem is they know our human tendencies. Once we get in a residual, habitual, programmed state, we tend to like to stay in that misery. We tend to levitate towards more of the same. That's our downfall. Just like the ant, they can't break file. They can't go around the obstacle and go. That's exactly how they've peeped game on us, because they're one of us too. And the only thing is they got the information first and put a bunch of moats around the information so it's hard to get to it. And then now they put systems in place outside of the moats, and they got this big old maze of stuff going on, so you can't never get to the center and get to them. You can't get to that high level because you got too many obstacles that you don't even know are obstacles in the way. So anyway, I don't know. Let me see what y'all talking about on here. What y'all think about this discussion? I'm out of wind. I'm out of breath. You from Hamad? You from Belgium, but you're not born in Belgium, right? Or were you born in Belgium? Or you originally with that name? Are you from Belgium? Like, are your people from Belgium? Hamad Afakir. I want to know. I want to know about that. It was disgusting what they did. Oh yeah, Back to Belgium, they was chopping off hands. So don't buy no Belgium chocolate. because they still have the festival of the hands. If you see pictures of Belgium, man, big city. I mean, they got stone erected buildings and all kinds of stuff that they built with with this murder money that they got over the centuries. Now, Hamad is cool. He's on my channel, so he's in Belgium, but it don't mean he's liking the history of things. He didn't do it, so he or she, Hamad, I'm sure that's a guy. But they still got the festival. You see the Belgium chocolate in the store, right? And don't buy that. Don't be party to that. See, there again, you didn't know that when you buy Belgium chocolate, you support them going in the Congo and cutting off the hands of all them African people and killing all them African people just to get the resources out, in which their society right now it got developed from all of that. I mean, Belgium has got some big time stuff over there. Y'all probably ain't even thought about Belgium as a country. Go check out some pictures of Belgium and you'll see like, yo, this is like the Roman Empire over here. So they still have in Belgium, I think it's every year, I could be wrong, but Hamad would know, they still called the Festival of Hands. So they have chocolates in the shape of hands that they distribute, and all the people in Belgium enjoy the chocolates, and it's such an exciting time. And you see how programmed you can get from your genre of living in the Matrix. You eating the hands over there in Belgium. They got little kids eating the chocolate hands. That's to remind the country of where they got their wealth from, how they got this. Is we cut off the hands of them Africans, and this is how we obtain this. But present day people don't even think nothing of it. It's just the festival of the hands. Time to go have fun, kids. It's like over here, it's time for Christmas. Don't understand where this stuff come from. Don't look into it far enough to even know where it originated from. Because if you found out, you'd be appalled and you wouldn't partake in it no more. So that's why you got to watch out. Like the ant, they don't walk, they don't move like that. So you got to move different. You got to move with how I'm kind of positioning you to think about these things and how to parlay it into your environment in your life. You ain't got to do it the way Major does, but I'm just breaking out some stuff for you. And you definitely want to prep like nature has creatures prepping, but then you also want to balance, and then you also want to be out the box thinker all at the same time. That's what it's going to take to survive moving forward. And what I mean by that, when I'm saying survive, is I'm talking about thriving, okay? Being in the element you want to be in, until your wheels fall off your body, until the fat lady sings, so to speak. No, I'm not positioning that in any individual. I'm just saying it's just an old cliche catchphrase. Till the fat lady sing, I'm going to keep doing what I want, how I want to do it. And yeah, I might have to pay in the system some fees associated with being still stuck to the system, but I can start eliminating a lot of that systematic use of stuff by redesigning my life and making it work for me and mine. I'm not making my life work for how everybody else wants it to work. I'm making it, if you think I'm odd because of the way I dress or what I wear or something like that, that's what I want to do. I really want to go make my own brand of shirts that don't have no Under Armour on it, which I'm working on that with my wife. We're going to have our own brand of stuff, fits how you want it to fit. Material, how you want it to feel, don't have no symbols on it from somebody else. So it's all about how you want to do this thing. It's supposed to be, but you're going to have to take one for the team in order to get there. You're going to have to you're going to have to get rid of some stuff. You're going to have to, not only thinking, you're going to have to get rid of some physical things that keep you caught up in the matrix. Like, I'm no examples really, but just people collect stuff. And then you're afraid to go anywhere because you think your collection is going to get taken from you. Somebody will kick in your house. So then you got to develop all this security stuff and all of this stuff. And at the end of the day, it's just stuff, and it's got you latched down to it instead of you giving the commands, it's commanding you. Yeah, you got to protect me. I'm too valuable. Get a bigger safe. Get more stuff. Get more security cameras. Get all this to keep what you thought was valuable intact. But at the end of the day, all this stuff ain't worth nothing, because the only thing you're going to have is all your experiences on your next travel. That's it. So you don't want to leave this place in a position of still wanting more or still latched on to stuff, because you can't leave here clean as long as you got all these attachments. Whatever is bound on earth is bound in heaven. That's what it's talking about. All these attachments, they done tricked us and duped us into signing on to and agreeing to, got you so stuck here and got me so stuck here. You can't leave this place clean. They want you to leave with dirty energy. So you come back, you back in the dirty energy, if there's a comeback. I don't know. I ain't met nobody that said, yeah, I was here about 500 years ago and I'm back now, and now I'm a guy. I was a puppy before. So, I mean, I haven't met anybody like that. I was a butterfly in my last life, and now I'm a billionaire. Okay, what'd you do as your butterfly life to get it to be a billionaire status again? I don't know. It's kind of crazy, but it's food for thought, you know. But look, hour and 16 minutes. Appreciate the thumbs up. Uh, I ain't got nothing to sell none of y'all. I'm just interested in the energy. And I'm interested. Did y'all stop commenting on here? Henry the 8th. Let's see. 954. Y'all still on here with me? Or did all y'all go off? I see 82 people, 100 thumbs up. Are y'all just listening or y'all commenting? Because I'm running my mouth like crazy. Trying to see what's going on. I got the comments from Hamad like big time, and Rick Rack. Did everybody else jump off? Did I lose you? Miss E, you still here? What y'all do? Fall asleep? Everybody done fell asleep? Or is my wireless still going? What's going on? Somebody say something to me, because I'm ending up here. I'm finalizing this. Braxton Spivey. Let's see. Let me change the, let me see here. Super chat. Okay. Back on live chat. Let's see what we got. I might have lost signal because I haven't seen any new comments. I hope we didn't lose signal. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me see. Good stuff. I'm okay. Something. Okay. Great chat. Okay, cool, cool. That's what's up. I'm glad y'all was hearing me. You're still on. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I thought my feeds. Okay, dope, dope. I thought my feed was going down. But I hope this opened up a can of worms that just only got one worm in there for you to go in there and deal with. You don't want to open a can of worms and worms going everywhere. We just want one. I hope this gave some food for thought. Great hat. I appreciate that. Yeah. I mean, it's got us, oh, wow. Thanks, Donna, Miss Donna, Divine Prepping with that $5 super chat thingy. Appreciate you. Kurt, I'm going to do some shout outs real quick. Amber, Angels. Sometimes I forget I flunked kindergarten. It's hard for me to pronounce some of these names. Miss Taki H, Robert McFalls, Andrew Boucher. Hey, y'all, if y'all new to the channel, sub the channel. Keep subbing so you can get my, whenever I do a live, I'm going to try to do like one a week or something. Do one like this. Do our tribal live. Make sure y'all subscribe so you can get the notifications. Braxton, Spivey in the house, Marmar, Amber Angel. Let's see, Donna, Divine Prepper, I appreciate you. Derek Withers, Shannon Garcia, We is Motivation, Great Dame Vlogs, Hamad from Belgium in the house. Do not gift me this year, Hamad, unless it's something non-chocolate. I'm just messing with you, bro. Miss E, Moderator Supreme in the house. Samantha Sweet. Who else on here? That's about it. I mean, it's like Pibble Mom, Andrew Ya, Jimbo, Samantha Sweet. Let's see, Samantha. Yo, shout out to everybody if I forgot your name or didn't mention. David Lewis Wall, watching from Toronto, Canada. What's up? Seatown in the house, not Chicago. Who else is on here? Just DR Hodges. So yeah, man, this is cool. Appreciate all of y'all. What's up, Liberation was a lie. What's up? Y'all got some dope, yeah, call names out here. That's dope. Oh, Chicago's in the house. Chi-Town in the house. Samantha Sweet. Yo, it's been a pleasure speaking with y'all, hanging out. Uh, oh, wait, she's parents from Thailand, but they used to work in the South Side. Oh, that's dope. That's dope. Got some good cultural Thailand stuff in the house. Amber in Atlanta. A-Town in the house. Prepping Foods in the house. Louisiana. Young Buck tuning in. That's what's up. Man, y'all the dopest. I love this. This has been grand. Well, listen, y'all. I'm going to get up out of here. I got something to do. And Maryland, Delaware. Okay, that's what's up. Y'all up in here from all over the place. Belgian waffles. Yeah, it's just a name. You can eat your Belgian waffles, but you know, no chocolate hands. No chocolate hands. We don't have to go so far, but that's just, you know, some historical reference points. Love from Taiwan, Jimbo. That's what's up. And y'all all over the place. That's what's watching from Taiwan. Kurt, y'all in the military or something? No, don't say nothing on here then. We don't want to know nothing. No one want to hear nothing. Hope everything's cool over there. Jamaica, Andrew from Jamaica. Go on and get you some Belgian waffles. You can do your thing. Uh, I don't like soggy waffles. I like crispy. So I'll make my own if I'm going to make some. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to get up out of here. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Miss E was on here before I got on. She was already here. Shout out to Miss E again. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. And I appreciate that once again, Miss Donna, with that super chat gift, that $5 thing. That's so dope energy. Y'all do y'all's thing. And remember, prep like them ants. Just don't move like them. Okay? Okay? Prep like the ant. Don't move like it. Keep your little prep thing going. Get your balance in the middle. And then go out here and do what you want to do with this thing before the curtain fall. You know what I'm saying? Go get your experiences in. Do what you're going to do. And enjoy that. That's all we got is these minutes. I'm just reminding y'all. That's what the watch is for. To watch the minutes. But not to watch them go by. Okay? All right, y'all. I'm going to get out of here till the next one. This is Major signing off for another kind of cool video. Peace.